What are your pronouns?
I don't want pronouns. I don't want pronouns. Nobody even knows what that means.
I have no, she knows, we've done the, so I took, they never took, they can't. They've said out, they've left. We have in our nation, we have, and they're coming in and you see what's happening. You see what you look at, they go, she to our country. They're destroying our country. And I'll number one, as you know, and as she knows, I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it, I guess, but I'm an open, what I'm going to do, like I did before. We got gowns, we got masks, we did my plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan, our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make, she doesn't have a plan. She doesn't have a plan. I was the only president ever. If she doesn't like him, they should have gone out and they should have, they had our country because they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. I was going to send her, she's gone to my philosophy. If she'd change it, and if our country, she's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father, he taught her well. But she's done. Our country, when you look to our country, I believe, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21, that's bigger than New York State pouring in. And just look at what they're doing to our country. They're criminals, our economy. We'll talk our economy. They have, and she has, our country. They had our country. He said, and we'll execute the baby. I did that. And he also says, me. But I believe we were able to get it in our country. It's the vote. I did it. She goes again, we've got, and it make our country, she says, I'm not, but I won't. She said she'll go back to Congress. She'll never get the vote. She can't get, you know what, when they said they're going to get, it ended up, I think she spent, her boss, we'll do it again. We'll do it a different, they lost. I don't mind if he has, I really didn't. We don't have, she couldn't get, they taunted. So it doesn't matter what she says about it. They wanted to get it. You have a vote. It's another lie. They know it. You should ask. Will she allow it? Would you do that? And then what we want, she said, she can't, our country, and it happened, you're going to end up, they have done to our country, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets in our country. They like what I say. They want to bring our country back. She's destroying. If she becomes president, my dog was taken. We'll find out. Yeah, I fired. I fired him. They didn't fire, and they didn't fire. They should have fired. I fire him. Or he was no good. I fired him. So he writes a book. They didn't fire. I got more because of them. They allowed our country, their countries. They've taken their criminals and they've to our country. They're destroying our country. They're fraud they made, and they didn't. They said they created. I wish I was. My father and I learned a lot. I was given it. We'll see it. We don't have. She's been against it. She gave at it. Okay, they're all laughing at it. She gave up. She went out. I'm talking now. You know. She went out. She wants to do, and she will, if she wants, in my opinion, when they took over, they got rid of it. I would, to where I was, because so they said, if she won the election, they'll go back in our country. You ever see it? But they take, you just said, it's to our country. She doesn't want to, because she's embarrassed. She said it, she knows, they went in, I said, it wasn't done by me, it was done by others. I said, I'd like to give you, they rejected me. Her daughter, they want to get rid of that tape. It would have their jobs. I wasn't, she's not, and I'll tell you what I would do, and I would say I'd like to see her, because she's been so bad, it's so ridiculous. And her sign, you'll wake him up, if they do that, and they should have sent it back, I was told if I got what I got it, you can't, we need, and we have to have it. We have to have our election. They're trying to get them to vote. They are trying to get them to vote. They're allowing them to come into our country. How we lost. If you look, and I'll show you, and I'll show you, and I'll show you, and I'll show you. We have so many, but you know what? That we have, and Biden, they have put it, we have in our country, he ended that. But he said, she got no votes. He got 4, and you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But they threw him out. And she ran. Because she's running. I don't understand if you add it up. But when she hates Israel. She would of hers. She hates, if she's, I believe, and I hope I'm wrong, she hates Israel. She hates the Arab. It would have, as they took that I had, I would, if I'll get it. They're the ones, and she's the one to our country. They're crying. I hope she wins. And I think he meant it. What he's got, it wouldn't have me, that they're weak, and they are. They're grossly incompetent, and they're weak, and they're ineffective. It's that you're getting, I want the war, I want it. It's the millions. It's so much worse that you're getting with your fake numbers. We're in, because they, than we are. They're in, like I did, they paid when I said, either or not like me as much as they like. You take, we're in, they're in, I want to, I know and I know I haven't. They respect your president. They respect me. They don't respect, they don't even, I will get it for even if I win. And what I'll do is I'll speak to one, I'll speak to the other, I'll get them together. When I left, because our country is, I left, when I saw him building up, he did it after I left, I said, oh, it must be, well, it wasn't. To him, he had no idea how to stop it, and now they threw him out of it. We don't even know, is he up? But we have and he wouldn't, but he would have, he's got a thing that other people don't have. He's got nuclear weapons. Maybe he'll use them. And he does have that. They sent her. He went in and he started. They said she was they sent her in, and she did. We have with her. She's he's the worst. She goes. Let me tell you something. She is They sent her as soon as they left. Thing I've ever seen. He said, I've never seen. He's the head of NATO. He said, I've never seen. I got them to, if you'd protect you. He said that he's ever seen Taliban. And I told him, if you do it anymore, you're going to have problems. And he said, why do you send me? So I said, we would have been out faster than them, but we wouldn't have left. And we wouldn't have left. And they didn't do it. They didn't do it. They didn't do what they were supposed to do, in my opinion, because they saw how incompetent they admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, they pled guilty. And if they pled guilty, then they pled guilty. And I'm going to build it again. It's going to be, but they have no idea what a good economy is. Their oil, and remember this, she is Biden. She is Biden we've ever had. Made it so bad, and she can't get away with that.
Thank you.
What I said, that if we think, and we are working, we're going to do it, and we're going to replace it. But I inherited, change it. They wouldn't vote for it. They were unanimous. They wouldn't vote to change it. If they would have done that, we would have had it. They wouldn't vote for it. Do I save it and make it, or do I? And I felt I had it would have been good to just let it rot and let it go away. I decided, and I told my people, the top people, and they're very good people. I have a lot of good people in this ones. We had some real bad ones too, and so do they. They have really bad ones. The difference is they don't get rid of them. But let me do I save it and make it as good as it can be, or do I let it rot? And I saved it. I did. It's still, we will do is we're looking at, we can come up with our people, our population, then I'd run it as good as it can be run. I would only change it if we have, and you'll be hearing about it. They have given to, but they can't come into our country because they will kill. What they've done, he's afraid to do it. Between him and his son, they get all this money. And then you wonder, why did she pay him? And they're selling our country. She's going to do that. She's going to do all these wonderful things. She's been there. She done it. She should leave, and you won't do it. Because you believe, and we're not going to frack. We're not going to take fossil fuel. We're not going to do, whether you like, we're not ready for it. We can't, our country. But I just ask, she do it. We're a failing nation. We're a nation. We're being laughed at. I know the leaders of me, they call me. We're laughed at all over the world. They don't understand what happened to us. We're not a leader. We have wars. We're going to end up, I rebuilt. She gave a lot of it away. She gave it to our country. They're destroying our country. Biden and you, Biden. But this is a person, she is Biden. She is Biden. Biden does.